जय श्री राम दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी का सनातन धर्म यात्रा की एक और लाइव स्ट्रीम। तो साथियों, जैसा कि आप सभी को पता है कि आज जो हमारा लाइव है वो एक्चुअली डिस्कशन लाइव है और हमारे साथ हमारे गेस्ट द एक्स क्रिश्चियन इंडिया आ चुके हैं और इनके साथ हम लोग आज बाइबल के ऊपर डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं और ये जानने की कोशिश करेंगे कि आखिर ऐसे क्या कारण रहे कि जिनकी वजह से इन्हें क्रिश्चियनिटी छोड़नी पड़ी और इन्होंने क्या क्या ऐसी चीज़ें क्रिश्चियनिटी में या बाइबल में देखी जिससे कि इन्हें ऐसा फील हुआ कि क्रिश्चियनिटी वास्तविकता में कोई रिलीजन नहीं बल्कि एक फेक प्रोपेगेंडा है। तो मैं जानता हूं कि आज की जो लाइव है एक्चुअली थोड़ा सा टाइम पहले ही हमने स्टार्ट किया है क्योंकि कुछ समस्याएं थी हमारे भाई के साथ। तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, आप लोग जो भी अभी जुड़ रहे हैं आप सभी से निवेदन है कि लाइव को शेयर कर दीजिए। आज हो सकता है कि थोड़ी सी लाइव वॉचिंग कम रहे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, हम लोग उसको मैनेज करेंगे। सो आज की जो लाइव है एक्चुअली वो इंग्लिश में रहेगी क्योंकि हमारे भाई को हिंदी में थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम है और इंग्लिश वो समझते हैं, बोलते हैं। तो सूरज भाई आप कुछ कहोगे या हम लोग डिस्कशन को स्टार्ट करें? सूरज भाई। आई थिंक हाँ सूरज।
हाँ, कोई बात नहीं, आप स्टार्ट कर दो। इसमें वो बहुत ज्यादा बोलने की बात नहीं है, सीधे स्टार्ट कर दो।
ओके ओके ओके। सो वंस अगेन वेलकम माय डियर फ्रेंड द एक्स क्रिश्चियन इंडिया। सो first of all I want to know something about yourself, and please don't tell your personal information.
ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इनविटेशन के लिए धन्यवाद। मैं हिंदी में बात नहीं कर सकता है लेकिन मैं कोशिश करूंगा थोड़ा थोड़ा।
No issues, no issue, no issue.
Okay, thank you for inviting me. If you want me to describe me, I was a Christian for 20 years. 20 साल मैं क्रिश्चियन था।
Okay.
लेकिन मैं साधारण क्रिश्चियन नहीं था। I was a Bible teacher. I was also a pastor in a small church. And I was running a YouTube channel. You may check it now. The channel name is Tamil Bible Ministry. Tamil Bible Ministry. मैं 90,000 सब्सक्राइबर वाला एक यूट्यूब चैनल चला रहा था। So I was actively a Christian gospel minister. Then as you know, now I left Christianity and I am trying to speak to Christians and non-Christians about the problems in the Bible and in Christianity. So this is the short description I can give you, but if you have more questions, you can ask me.
Yes, of course. So first of all,
sorry
yes.
to interrupt. If you think you have to translate what I say to other people, please do it. Please take your time.
Okay. No issue. I will translate. No issue. So सबसे पहले तो जितने भी दर्शक हैं जो अभी देख रहे हैं और जो बाद में देखेंगे उन सभी से मैं ये कहूँगा कि भाई का चैनल है द एक्स क्रिश्चियन इंडिया, जिसको करंटली अभी वो रन कर रहे हैं और इस चैनल पे वो काफ़ी अच्छी वीडियोस डालते हैं जिसमें कि क्रिश्चियनिटी के काफ़ी कुछ चीज़ों को वो एक्सपोज करते हैं। जैसे कि आप सभी देखते हैं कि नॉर्थ इंडिया हो या साउथ इंडिया, हर जगह पर इनकी एक चंगाई सभा लगती है। तो अभी जो मैंने भाई का लेटेस्ट वीडियो देखा था वो दैट वाज रिलेटेड टू व्हाटएवर दे आर डूइंग इन चंगाई सभा। सो आप सभी से मैं यही निवेदन करूंगा कि भाई का जो चैनल है उसको सब्सक्राइब करिए और भाई को सपोर्ट करिए, क्योंकि देखिए मैं इसलिए नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि मैं सनातन धर्म मानता हूँ, हिंदू धर्म मानता हूँ और मेरी कोई पर्सनल दुश्मनी है क्रिश्चियनिटी से, ये रीजन नहीं है। एक्चुअली रीजन इज दिस, मैं हमेशा से ये कहता हूँ कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल you should learn the thing, whatever religion you are following. I never says to anyone that you blindly follow the Hindu Dharma or Sanatana Dharma or any religion. First of all, you have to learn, you have to study the whatever text related to that religion. मतलब कि जो भी रिलीजन आप फॉलो कर रहे हैं या फिर जिसको आप अच्छा समझ रहे हैं, जिसको अपनाना चाहते हैं, तो सबसे पहले तो आपको उस रिलीजन के जो टेक्स्ट हैं उनको पढ़ना चाहिए, और पढ़ना ऐसे ही नहीं चाहिए बल्कि उसको न्यूट्रल होके पढ़ना चाहिए, विदाउट एनी वाइस वर्सा, विदाउट किसी पक्षपात के। तो भाई का चैनल सभी लोग सब्सक्राइब करें और भाई को सपोर्ट करें, क्योंकि आज के टाइम में ना सबसे बड़ी समस्या ये है कि इंडिया में एक्स क्रिश्चियन जो हैं भी, तो दे आर नॉट रनिंग देयर चैनल और nobody knows about Bible. Whatever the preachers or missionary people are doing, so people just seeing them and accepting the Christianity on the basis whatever the missionary people are telling. So before accepting the Christianity or before following the Christianity, you should know about the truth and about the Christianity and about the Bible. So the exhibition why once again thank you for your giving the precious time. And our first question that already you replied how many time you just passed in Christianity. That is, you told that 20 years around you was in Christianity as a preacher and as a pastor of a little church. So second thing I want to know that what you see in the Christianity that force you to make the decision to leave the Christianity.
Okay, that is a very good question. What made me leave Christianity is that it is not true. Maybe it has some benefits for the people who are following. Maybe some Christians are following Christianity for their own benefit. So that is their, they can do it. But basically, there is no truth in it, especially the Bible. I believed the Bible. I believed it was the Word of God. The Bible is from God. If anything is from God, it should be true. So I believed it completely, and I was teaching it. At the same time, I had some issues with some teachings, some commands in the Bible. Whenever I had those
Okay.
doubts, questions, I put them aside. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, once again.
I believed the Bible. I believed it is from God. I believed everything is
Okay.
true in the Bible. So I was teaching to other people. I was preaching to other people. I was explaining things from the Bible to others, so that they will learn. They will trust in Jesus Christ. I was doing it, but at the same time, there are some issues I found in the Bible. For
Okay.
example, about the Bible. It is two parts. One is Old Testament, and there is New Testament.
Okay.
In the New Testament, you can see that God was giving evil commands to kill people, in a city, kill everyone there, kill women, kill children. So when you read such commands, you cannot believe that it is from God. So,
Okay.
what do people do? What do Christians do with this? What did I do with it? I thought, okay, I don't understand it, so I don't have to worry about it. Let me concentrate on Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ is good, He is loving, He is forgiving. So let me follow Jesus Christ. Let me put those things back. So I want to know if you follow what I'm saying so that I can go forward.
Okay. Let me first explain in Hindi to the people. Okay.
Yeah.
ओके सो दोस्तों, जैसा कि मैंने भाई से पूछा था कि आपने क्रिश्चियनिटी क्यों छोड़ी, आपको ऐसा क्या क्रिश्चियनिटी में लगा जो कि जिसने आपको फोर्स किया कि आप क्रिश्चियनिटी में ना रहो। तो भाई का आंसर है कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वो जो बाइबल है उसको वर्ड ऑफ गॉड मानते थे। जैसा कि आपने मेरी पिछली 2 लाइव भी देखी होंगी जिसका कि हम इस पे डिस्कस कर रहे थे लाइव में कि एक्चुअली जो बाइबल है वो द वर्ड ऑफ गॉड है या नहीं है। तो भाई उसको वर्ड ऑफ गॉड मानते थे एंड ना सिर्फ मानते थे बल्कि उसको प्रीच करते थे, लोगों को बाइबल सिखाते थे, पढ़ाते थे और उनके जो डाउट्स होते थे उनको क्लियर करते थे बाइबल के बारे में। बट इनके मन में खुद एक समय के बाद कुछ डाउट आए, जो कि बाइबल 2 पार्ट में है, ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट एंड न्यू टेस्टामेंट। तो ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट में कई जगह पर जो गॉड है वो लोगों को मारने का आदेश देता है और इस पे भी हम लोग स्ट्रीम कर चुके हैं कि भाई कैसे एक पूरी की पूरी सिटी को यहोवा कहता है कि भाई आप वहां जाओ, अगर वो लोग आपकी शर्तों को मान लेते हैं, आपके सामने सरेंडर कर देते हैं, तो वो आपके दास हो जाएंगे, यानी कि आपके गुलाम हो जाएंगे। और अगर नहीं मानते हैं तो उस पर हमला करो, सारे पुरुषों को मार दो, स्त्रियों और जानवरों को वहां से और जो भी सामान है वो लूट लो। तो ये कुछ ऐसी चीजें थी जो भाई के दिमाग में काफी ज्यादा ये सोचने के लिए मजबूर करने लगी कि आखिर ये कैसा गॉड है जो लोगों को ही मारने का आदेश दे रहा है। उसके बाद इन्होंने सोचा कि ठीक है, इट इज ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट, इसको हम इतना नहीं लेते हैं, चलो कम से कम जो जीसस क्राइस्ट है एटलीस्ट वो तो लविंग पर्सन है, यानी कि लोगों को प्यार करने वाले हैं, सो हम उनकी बात को मानेंगे। ओके, द एक्स क्रिश्चियन भाई, go
Yes,
ahead.
I think you understood clearly. So
Yes.
I was following Jesus Christ. I was ignoring the bad things in the Bible. But later I was finding more and more problems in the Bible, like what I explained before. So every time I found some new problem, I was putting them aside. Okay, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Let me follow Jesus Christ. Jesus is good. Jesus is loving. But the longer it was going, the more problems I was finding in the Bible. So at one point, I have to make a decision. If there are many problems in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament, how can I ignore all of them and follow Jesus Christ? Because Jesus is the same God in the Old Testament. It is not two gods. The God who gave commands, the God who gave orders to kill people, kill children, kill women in the Old Testament, is the same person who came as Jesus Christ in the New Testament. Now, how do you reconcile it? Do you know what I mean? It's not two people, it's not two gods. It's not one God is
Yes.
bad and one God is good. It is the same God. So if you say Jesus is loving, he is forgiving, he is good, then what he was doing in the Old Testament? So this is a great problem in the Bible. You cannot just say that God changed, because God cannot change, right? We can change. Maybe I
Okay.
was a bad person in the past, now I can change and become a good person. But if you say God was bad in the past, now he is good, he is not God, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
So
this is
let
the
me.
breaking point. This is the breaking point in my life.
Hmm. Okay, so let me explain in Hindi again. So guys, यहाँ पे जैसा कि भाई ने कहा कि जब इनके दिमाग में पहली बार ये बातें आई कि ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट में जो गॉड है वो बार बार लोगों को किलिंग करने का, मारने का आदेश दे रहा है, ठीक है। तो इन्होंने सोचा कि ठीक है, जस्ट फॉरगेट अबाउट ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट, एटलीस्ट जीसस जो है वो लविंग है, केयरिंग है और फॉर गिविंग है, यानी कि प्यार करने वाले हैं, क्षमा करने वाले हैं। तो क्यों ना सिर्फ हम जीसस को ही माने। लेकिन बार बार इनके पास ऐसी प्रॉब्लम्स बार बार आ रही थी इनके दिमाग में, जो बार बार इनको क्लिक वेट कर रही थी कि यार दिस इज नॉट ओके, बिकॉज क्रिश्चियंस कहते हैं कि देर इज वन गॉड ओनली, सम आर बिलीविंग इन ट्रिनिटी, कुछ लोग ट्रिनिटी में भी बिलीव करते हैं, बट कंक्लूजन सभी का एक ही रहता है, दैट इज देर इज ओनली वन गॉड। अगर वन गॉड है, इट मीन्स कि जो यहोवा है वही जीसस के रूप में आए, और अगर यहोवा ही जीसस के रूप में आए तो हाउ कैन अ गॉड कैन बी सो मच चेंज्ड इन ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट टू न्यू टेस्टामेंट। एक ईश्वर जो ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट में कुछ और कहता है वो न्यू टेस्टामेंट में आके इतना ज़्यादा चेंज कैसे हो सकता है। सो ये बात इनके लिए एक ब्रेक थ्रू बनी कि भाई प्रॉब्लम्स तो बहुत सारी हैं। तो ये इनके लिए एक ब्रेक थ्रू था, जिसने कि इनके दिमाग में ये डाला कि जो बाइबल है दैट इज नॉट द वर्ड ऑफ गॉड। एम आई राइट दैट्स क्रिश्चियन भाई?
Yes, you are right. And I am just giving one example. I can give you several
ओके,
examples. Several things led me to take this decision. It is not just what I explained. There are many more. There are many contradictions. Even if you come to the New Testament, if you take the Gospels, you know there are 4 books in the New Testament: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They all
यस यस
contradict
यस
each other in many items. Okay? So when I was a
यस,
Christian,
ओके,
I was trying to cover up everything, make everything look good. When somebody asks me questions, I will tell them that okay, we don't have to worry about that. What is important is salvation. We want to go to heaven. Jesus Christ died for our sins on the cross. Let's just remember that. We may understand everything when we get to heaven. We don't have to worry about it. But it is just excuse. I realized that I was also making excuses to cover up things. And there are more and more problems in the Bible. I will give you one more example. According to
ओके,
Christianity, you have to believe in Jesus Christ to go to heaven. Even if you are a good person, without Jesus, you cannot go to heaven. Meaning, you have to accept Him as your God and your Savior. Otherwise, you will go to hell. Even Mahatma Gandhi is in hell according to Christianity.
राइट,
And you know our former president Abdul Kalam, Dr. Abdul Kalam is in hell according to Christianity. Even according to Christians, Mother Teresa, you know Mother Teresa,
यस 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 यस,
she is in hell. She is in hell because she is a Catholic. She was worshipping Mother Mary and other saints. So according to Protestant Christians, the Catholic Christians are going to hell. Do you see the problem here? There is no there is no space for humanity. There is no space for love. Everything depends on what you believe. If you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you will go to hell. Maybe you are a Christian, but your father and mother are Hindus. You have to believe that they are going to hell. You will go to heaven and be happy there, while your father and mother are being burned in hell forever, eternally. Every day they will be tortured, and you will be happy in hell. This is what Christianity teaches. So there is not only the evil problems, there is also the logical problems, moral problems, contradictions. Whatever problems you may want to find, you can find everything in the Bible. So
Exactly.
this was too much for me. There is no way I can go on being honest and say that Bible is true. If I have to continue to say Bible is true, I have to be dishonest. So I had to make a decision. Why should I follow Jesus Christ? Because I wanted forgiveness, I wanted to go to heaven, I wanted to live a good life. But if I want everything, I have to be dishonest. I have to lie, I have to accept the lies. That was impossible for me at one point. And that I can say led me to leave Christianity.
Okay. So let me explain in हिंदी. तो भाई जैसा कि भाई ने बताया कि आप न्यू टेस्टामेंट में भी देखोगे तो कई सारी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं जो चैप्टर हैं, चाहे ल्यूक हो, मैथ्यू हो, जो भी गॉस्पल्स हैं, इनमें भी आपस में कई सारे कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन हैं. और जो इन्होंने अभी लास्ट जो पॉइंट रखा था दैट इज कि आपने कोई भी सिन किया हो, नथिंग टू मैटर. अगर आप जीसस क्राइस्ट में बिलीव करते हैं दैट मीन्स आप हेवन जाएंगे. और कोई कितना भी अच्छा आदमी हो, कोई भी कितना भी अच्छा इंसान हो, वो अगर जीसस क्राइस्ट में बिलीव नहीं करता है तो वो हेवन नहीं जाएगा, उसको हेल ही जाना पड़ेगा. और एग्जाम्पल के लिए जैसे महात्मा गांधी हैं या फिर हमारे जो पूर्व राष्ट्रपति डॉक्टर एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम आज़ाद थे, या फिर मदर टेरेसा जो थी, ये सब भी हेल में ही हैं क्रिश्चियनिटी के अकॉर्डिंग. और अगर आप क्रिश्चियनिटी अपनाते हैं तो आपको ये बिलीव करना पड़ेगा कि ये लोग हेल में हैं, यानी कि नर्क में हैं और नर्क में ही रहेंगे. यहाँ तक कि अगर आप क्रिश्चियनिटी अपनाते हैं और आपके जो माता पिता हैं वो अगर किसी और रिलीजन को मानते हैं तो वो आपको मानना पड़ेगा, ये स्वीकार करना पड़ेगा कि आप तो हेवन में जाओगे, वहाँ खुश रहोगे, लेकिन आपके जो माता पिता हैं, आपके फादर मदर हैं, वो हेल में जाएंगे, यानी कि नरक में जाएंगे. और बाई चांस अगर आपके, ये मेरी तरफ से है कि बाई चांस अगर आपके माता पिता ने भी क्रिश्चियनिटी अपना ली है, तब आपके जो फोर फादर हैं, आपके जो पूर्वज रहे, आपके दादा दादी जो कि जिनकी मृत्यु हो चुकी है, वो लोग नरक में ही सड़ रहे होंगे. तो क्रिश्चियनिटी को अगर आप डिफेंड करते हो और क्रिश्चियनिटी में ही बिलीव करना चाहते हो तो आपको कई झूठ स्वीकार करने पड़ेंगे, कई इलॉजिकल बातों को स्वीकार करना पड़ेगा, कई ऐसी चीज़ें स्वीकार करनी पड़ेंगी जो कि समाज के लिए ठीक नहीं है. वेल, द एक्स क्रिश्चियन ब्रदर, वन मोर थिंग कमिंग इन माय माइंड, दैट इज कि there is one verse in Bible and in New Testament. There, Jesus Christ is saying, on the day of judgment, when the peoples are saying to me, "Oh Lord, oh God, oh God, why are you sending me in hell? I did worship of you. I just follow you. I did many what was the verse? Let me open the Bible. I think you have remembered that one where Jesus Christ is saying that I don't know who are you to the people. Hello.
Sorry, yeah, I remember that verse. You can go ahead. Yes, Jesus says,
I think it was
never knew
in
you.
Revelation. I think it
No,
was in
it's in
Revelation.
it's in Matthew chapter 7.
Let me open. तब तक जब तक मैं ओपन कर रहा हूँ, हमारे साथ हमारे एक भाई और जुड़े हुए हैं, एक्सपोजिंग फ्रॉड क्रिश्चियंस. भाई, आपका भी स्वागत है. क्या हाल चाल है आपके? अच्छा, चलेंगे. हाँ बालक, बोलो जब तक मैं इसको ओपन करता हूँ.
So first of all, sabhi ko namaste. And hello, Mr. X Christian India. I have seen your channel. and you are just doing a very fantastical job. Hello.
Yes, sir. I'm hearing. Yeah. Sorry.
I have just today I have got to see your channel, and the work that you are doing is just fantastical. And
Thank you.
yes, just one thing that I wanted to ask, as maybe I just joined late in the life. I just wanted to ask one thing. Did you convert to Christianity, or you are born Christian? Were you a Christian from by birth, or are you converted later in your life?
No, I was a converted Christian. I was born
Okay.
and brought up as a Hindu. And at my 37th year, when I was 37 years, I converted to Christianity. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just showing my screen,
Yes.
and it was Matthew chapter 7 and
Yeah.
verse number 21 to 23. I think it is.
Yeah. Not
Actually,
everyone
it
who
is in
says.
Hindi. I will.
Yeah, you can read it in Hindi, please.
Okay. 21 to 23 बल्कि वह जो स्वर्ग में स्थित मेरे परम पिता की इच्छा पर चलता है वही उसमें प्रवेश पाएगा। उस महान दिन बहुत से लोग मुझसे पूछेंगे, हे प्रभु, क्या हमने तेरे नाम से भविष्यवाणी नहीं की? क्या तेरे नाम से हमने दुष्ट आत्माएं नहीं निकाली? और क्या हमने तेरे नाम से बहुत से आश्चर्य कर्म नहीं किए? तब मैं उनसे खुलकर कहूंगा कि मैं तुम्हें नहीं जानता, अरे कुकर्मियों, यहाँ से भाग जाओ। इंग्लिश में इसको ट्रांसलेट करें तो इसको ऐसे पढ़ेंगे, Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom to heaven, but the one who does not will of my Father who is in heaven. On that day, may will say to me, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and cast our demons in your name, and do many mighty works in your name? And then will I declare to them, I never knew you, depart from me, your workers of lawlessness. मतलब कि हाँ. So brother, you want to explain this verse?
Yeah. Can you tell me what's your question? Maybe you are seeing a contradiction here.
Yes,
I told you.
yes. Actually, my question is this: all the Christians in India, or I think in all over the world, they are believing that if they are following the Jesus Christ, they will enter in the
Yeah.
heaven. But here
Mhm.
clearly mentioned that if the people who is not following the path of Jehovah, who is the master of the heaven, he will not
Mm.
be able to enter in the heaven. So there is a big contradiction.
Mm. Yeah, let me explain it, please. See, these are the words of Jesus Christ. Okay?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So in the Gospels, the first four books in the New Testament, even in the four books, there are contradictions. If you go to John the Gospel of John, which is the fourth book in the New Testament, you will not find anything like this in that Gospel. So you are reading this from the first book in the New Testament, and Matthew is telling us what Jesus told us. But if you go to fourth book, the Gospel of John, you won't find anything like this. In the Gospel of John, everything is about believing in Jesus Christ. Okay? So this is what
Okay.
I told you before. There is contradiction in the Bible. And after the four Gospels, if you go to the letters, the other books, which is mostly written by Paul, Apostle Paul, he insists that we can go to heaven only when you believe in Jesus Christ. So
Okay.
this is also one of the reasons why there are many denominations in Christianity. Some people take this one, other people take that one. They will say this is the truth. The others will say that is the truth. They will fight with each other. Then they will divide. They will start two new churches. Do you know that there are 40,000 denominations around the world within Christianity? They will tell you that you are
Yeah.
worshipping many gods you are worshipping many gods in India. Actually, Christians are worshipping 40,000 gods. 40,000 different versions of Jesus Christ they are worshipping. And each one will tell you,
Okay.
my Jesus is the true God. You are worshipping a wrong Jesus. So the verse you quoted now can be used by one group to prove that you cannot go to heaven if you are 100% holy, 100% pure, which is also impossible. Okay? Even according to Christianity, no one can live like this. So this is another contradiction in the Bible, I can say.
But okay. सबसे बड़ी बात है दोस्तों कि यहाँ पर एक सबसे नई जानकारी निकल के आई जो मुझे तो पता नहीं थी, हो सकता है कि आप लोगों को पता हो कि Christians are following 40,000 types of Jesus. It is completely new information for me. बालक, क्या तुम जानते थे? Do you aware about that? बालक,
Yes, what you are saying?
that brother is saying that the Christians are following 40,000 types of Jesus.
Yes, every denomination has its own conception of Jesus. That's true.
This is the completely
Kala,
new information for me.
Kala Jesus, Gola Jesus, पता नहीं कौन सा Jesus.
That is another thing. They are divided on the basis of the reason. Some is from Africa, some is from China, some is from South India, some is from North India, some are from Sri Lanka, some are from any Bangladesh type Muslim countries. So they are just making the idol of Jesus as per the reason of their, means sometimes black Jesus, sometimes Jesus with Bhagwa cloths, sometimes Jesus with some tilak, sometimes Jesus is worshipping. So that is based on region, but on the basis of Bible, 40,000 types of Jesus. This is the completely new information for me, or I think for my all viewers.
आवाज कट गई.
Yeah.
हेलो,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
हाँ हाँ.
आवाज कट गई
तो
सर.
आवाज
आवाज कट गई.
आ रही है मेरी? अभी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ, आ रही है.
ओके. सूरज, आर यू अवेलेबल हियर प्रेजेंट? सूरज, अभी हो इधर? आई थिंक सूरज इज नॉट हियर. Okay, so brother, one more thing I want to ask, that is we can see in Old Testament there is many concept we can see about the slavery.
Slavery, yeah.
So there is yes. So in New Testament, the people are saying that Jesus Christ probated the slavery. So there is any
No.
such verse where Jesus?
No. Jesus never abolished slavery. There is no verse in the New Testament that says slavery is wrong. There is no command in the New Testament that no one should be enslaved. In fact, New Testament gives instructions to slaves to how to behave with their owners.
In New
Okay?
Testament?
Yes, it tells slaves to obey your masters. It doesn't say don't be a slave to that person. New Testament doesn't tell the owners, slave owners, to release the slaves. It tells the slaves to obey them, to obey the masters. So where did they find anything in the New Testament that prohibits slavery? No.
Okay. Many times,
I will tell you.
Excuse
I
me.
will, yes, sir.
Excuse me. Just a second. Well, I had a query. You said that there's no single verse in the whole Bible which orders the
Mhm.
masters to release their slaves, but there
Yeah.
is an excuse given by Christians that in the letter to Philemon by Paul the Apostle. I think you know the. I think you have read the letter to Philemon that Paul wrote. In it,
Yeah.
there is a line in the letter in which Paul orders Philemon to release his slave Onesius. I think उसका नाम ऐसा ही था. I think his name was Onesius.
Okay. Do they say? Okay. Can I speak now?
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Paul tells Philemon to release one slave, just one person. He doesn't tell Philemon to release all his slaves. So that is saying, I will tell you, it's a favoritism. It's like you are helping one man to get out of jail, okay? Because you like that person. Do you know what I mean? Paul never says anywhere in the Bible to the masters, don't keep anyone as slaves. Release all of them. He doesn't say anywhere. He's writing the letter to Philemon to release just one person. Okay, so it's kind of favoritism. Because I like him, I want him to be released. It's a thing like that. Okay, if someone tells you that Paul ordered Philemon to release the slave, just ask them to give you one verse in the Bible where Paul says slavery is wrong, so no one should keep anyone slave. They cannot show you anything from the Bible.
तो लेट मी एक्सप्लेन इन हिंदी टू द पीपल. तो दोस्तों, जैसा कि आप सभी ने देखा होगा कि लोग कहते हैं कि ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट में ही सिर्फ स्लेवरी है, न्यू टेस्टामेंट में स्लेवरी नहीं है. ये मेरा क्वेश्चन था भाई से. तो भाई ने बताया कि भाई न्यू टेस्टामेंट में ऐसी कोई वर्सेस नहीं है जहां पर ये लिखा हो कि स्लेवरी गलत है. इवन न्यू टेस्टामेंट में कई वर्सेस ऐसी हैं जो कि ये कहती हैं कि जो स्लेव है उसको अपने मास्टर के साथ किस तरीके का व्यवहार करना चाहिए, किस तरीके से उसे अपने मास्टर की हर एक आज्ञा का पालन करना चाहिए. ऐसी कई सारी वर्सेस हैं. उसके बाद बालक भाई ने पूछा था कि जो पॉल थे उन्होंने सुलेमान जो किंग था उसको एक लेटर लिखा था कि स्लेव को आज़ाद करने के लिए. तो उसका भाई ने आंसर दिया है कि दैट इज नॉट फॉर ऑल द स्लेव, यानी कि टू हुम पॉल वाज लाइक, मतलब कि जिसको पॉल लाइक करता था, यानी कि दैट वाज अ फेवरेटिज्म कि ये मेरी पसंद का व्यक्ति है, इसको छोड़ दो. नॉट फॉर एवरी स्लेव, यानी कि सभी गुलामों के लिए नहीं था, सिर्फ एक पर्टिकुलर गुलाम के लिए था. हाँ, बालक कुछ कहना चाहती हूँ.
Hey, man. नहीं, मैं तो अपना mic check करा था एक बार. You can
Okay.
continue.
Can I add you one more thing?
Yes, of course.
This Paul's letter to Philemon, it is very often misused to suggest that Christianity opposes slavery. But if you read that letter, Paul is writing to Philemon, and that Philemon is a Christian slave owner. Paul is telling him to receive back his runaway slave. Do you know what I mean? He's not telling him to release the slave. The slave had already run away. Now he wants to go back to him. So Paul is writing to that Philemon to accept him as a slave again. As a brotherly
but
relation.
rather, that is correct. That's it. The argument that has been made, there's a counter argument to this argument that Dr. Joshua Bowen, a biblical scholar, has made in his book Slavery in Old Testament, that इन्होंने एक argument करके बनाया, इसके खिलाफ दिया था, that Philemon, when Philemon's slave ran away from his hold, then Paul is asking Philemon to accept him not as his slave, but rather slave of God, the slave of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry, are you asking any
Okay.
question? Sorry.
He is
I
saying,
was saying,
Malak, 1 minute. I think your voice is not clear now that much. So he's saying that one Christian scholar wrote a book about the slavery in Old Testament, and he's saying that when the slave ran away from the Philemon, whatever the name, so Paul written the letter and told him that just accept that slave as a slave of God, not slave of yours.
Okay. Thus, why Paul is specific about that person, just one person? My question is why Paul doesn't say to Philemon not to have any slave. Just relieve all slaves, give them the money, let them go and live freely. He doesn't say that. And I will give you one more verse here. Let me read it from the Bible itself. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 5. This book is written by Paul. Okay? And in verse number 5, he says, slaves, obey your earthly masters with fear and trembling. Slaves, obey your earthly masters with fear and trembling. He wants slaves to work for the masters with fear and trembling. Does it mean he abolishes slavery? No. So Christians are cherry picking a verse from the Bible, which doesn't have anything to do with abolishing slavery. They say Paul ordered Philemon to release the slave, which is not true. He only asks him to accept him, not release him. And also Paul is not telling Philemon to not keep any slaves, because it is, you can understand that if Philemon had one slave, he may have another slave. He may have more slaves. And also in those days there were many Christian slave masters. He's not giving a common order to everyone to release all the slaves. So it's not true that New Testament abolishes slavery. New Testament wants everyone to continue slavery. The only change is in the Old Testament it was severe, but in the New Testament it is less severe. That's the only difference. But the permission is there to keep slaves.
Okay, so let me explain in Hindi to the people. तो भाई वही बात, ढाक के 3 बात कि स्लेवरी न्यू टेस्टामेंट में बिल्कुल भी एबॉलिश नहीं की गई, यानी कि उसको मना नहीं किया गया. हाँ, थोड़ा सा उनके कह सकते हैं कि जो स्लेवरी के अंदर जो उनका नेचर ऑफ कह सकते हैं कि मास्टर का जो नेचर है वो थोड़ा सा चेंज हो जाता है यहाँ पे.
Sorry, excuse me, can I interrupt?
Yes.
Yeah, the difference, I want to make the difference clear. In the Old Testament, God gave instruction to own slaves. God says, go and buy slaves, keep them there, you can beat them. God is telling the slave masters to beat the slaves as long as they don't die within 2 days. Okay? But in the New Testament, these Bible writers are not telling the same thing. This is the only difference. In the Old Testament, God is allowing to buy slaves and beat them. If they don't behave, beat them, but make sure that they don't die within 2 days. If they don't die within 2 days, you're okay. There is no punishment for you. But in the New Testament, this kind of instructions are missing. This is the only difference. Otherwise, New Testament is also encouraging slavery.
So we can say that is only, we can say कि there is only change in nature of master, in simple word, कि their master is beating to their slave. I am
Yeah,
saying
in the
that
Old, yeah, in the Old Testament, God gives instructions how to beat the slaves.
hmm,
In the New Testament, there is no such instruction. This is the difference.
exactly, exactly. So बात यहाँ पर ये है कि सीधी सी बात ये है कि ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट में जो गॉड है वो मास्टर को आदेश दे रहा है, ऐसी वर्सेस हैं कि वो स्लेव को मार सकता है ब्रूटली, लेकिन सिर्फ वो मरना नहीं चाहिए विद इन 2 days, यानी कि 2 दिन के अंदर वो मर ना जाए, इतना मारो कि वो मरे ना, तो आप पे कोई पाप नहीं लगेगा, यू आर नॉट कमिटिंग एनी सिन. बट इन न्यू टेस्टामेंट ऐसी वर्सेस नहीं मिलती हैं, इस तरीके का आदेश नहीं मिलता है, बट स्लेवरी है न्यू टेस्टामेंट में. So, okay, one more verse is there in Old Testament. I think there, the law of war, the chapter, the law of war, in which the Jehovah is saying that go to that city and you are saying anything?
Me? Are you asking me?
Yes, yes, yes. So I'm just saying that is one chapter, the rule of war,
Yeah.
in which Christians are just surrounding one city, and Jehovah is saying that if the people of that city is accepting your all things, then they will be your slave. Otherwise, you just attack on them and kill all the men and take all the uh, whatever animal, women's, uh, children's, and all whatever they have. And if you
Yeah.
want to marry one woman, you can just marry after shaving his head and take out their cloth and kept him 30 days, 40 days in your house. After marrying, if you are not feeling good, you can just release him. So here the Christians are saying that we can just release slave. So I want to explanation on this verse also, if you remember that one.
Okay. You mean the Christians are saying the masters can release the slaves after some time, right?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
So, what's the point here? The masters can always release the slaves. They don't have to keep them all the time. So this is just trying to make it look good. If your God allows you to buy slaves and keep them for your lifetime, beat them when you want, and then also pass them to your children. You can keep them. You have the right to keep them with you as long as you want, not as long as the slave wants. And when you want to release them, you can release them. This is this is a privilege given to the masters, not to the slaves. So how do they? I don't understand how they are trying to make it look good. Did I answer your
Yeah, they
question?
are. Yes, you of course we answered, but they are just comparing with some other religion, some other cult from Abrahamic cult like Islam or something. They are saying that in Islam they are selling their female slave, but in Christianity we are not selling them. We are just we are if we are not liking them, so we are just releasing female slave.
Yeah, it is like a thief. He's comparing himself with the another thief and says that thief is worse than me, so I am good. So
ठीक है.
Christians, when they
One more,
compare,
one more joke in this. One more joke in this. कि
yeah,
if you are taking any female slave and you are just marrying with her, you are just saying this is marriage, but after all that is only uh, you are just fulfill your sex desire,
yes,
because in that you are if you are marrying someone you cannot uh, leave him after some time. If you are so here they are just fulfilling their sex desire in the name of marriage. He
yes,
you can
exactly.
yeah, this is the big joke, and they are defining it as a good manner, defining it in a good
In-
manner.
Yeah, I will tell you something. When Christians try to justify anything in the Bible, whatever justification they give you will also be evil, just like you explained. They say that slaves can release the women. It's not like in Islam. In Islam, they will keep them forever or kill them. But in Christianity, we don't do that. Our God tells you to release the women. So the explanation they give is also evil. It is also immoral. It is not something good. They are not replacing evil with good. They are replacing evil with something, some other evil thing.
Exactly. uh, One more
Yeah,
question is
maybe
there.
maybe you can explain it to your people in
uh,
Hindi. So
Wait. Um, that's the
बालक
point
एक
that I
मिनट एक
want to
मिनट
make.
एक बालक बालक एक मिनट इसको थोड़ा सा मैं हिंदी में बोल देता हूँ कि देखो जैसा कि बाइबल में एक चैप्टर है युद्ध के नियम, और उसमें कई सारी वर्सेस हैं जहाँ पे यहोवा अपने फॉलोअर्स से ये कहते हैं कि भाई आप जाओ वहाँ पे उस सिटी को घेरो, वहाँ पे अपना संधि प्रस्ताव भेजो। अगर वो लोग उसको स्वीकार करते हैं तो वो आपके स्लेव हो जाएंगे, आपके दास हो जाएंगे, आपके सेवक हो जाएंगे, आपके गुलाम हो जाएंगे। अगर वो उसको एग्री नहीं करते हैं आपके संधि प्रस्ताव पे, तो आप उनके ऊपर हमला कर दो चारों तरफ से घेर के, एंड सभी जो पुरुष हैं उनको मार, एंड वहाँ की जो स्त्रियां हैं, जानवर हैं, वहाँ का धन संपत्ति है वो सारा लूट लो। उसके बाद अगर तुम्हें कोई स्त्री अच्छी लगती है तो उससे शादी कर लो। शादी करने से पहले उसके सारे बाल जो है उसको बॉल्ड करवा दो, यानी कि मुड़ा दो, सर सपाचट करवा दो, उसके कपड़े चेंज करवाओ, उसको अपने घर में लगभग 30 से 40 दिन जो भी है टाइम पीरियड, उतने दिन तक रखो। यानी कि रखने का मतलब है कि आप उसको चेक कर रहे हो कि उसको उसका साइकिल जो मंथ साइकिल है वो आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही है। रखने का मतलब सिर्फ इतना है। सो या दैट इज द नंबर्स चैप्टर नंबर 31 फ्रॉम 17 to 18 रेफरेंस। ओके, सो वहाँ पे क्या है कि भाई वहाँ पे क्रिश्चियंस कहते हैं कि यहाँ पे देखो हम लोग स्लेव से शादी करते हैं और उनको फिर बाद में छोड़ भी सकते हैं, बेचते नहीं है। और उसको कंपेयर करते हैं इस्लाम के साथ। इस्लाम में बेच दिया जाता है, फलाना कर दिया जाता है, ठिकाना कर दिया जाता है, बट क्रिश्चियनिटी में बेचा नहीं जाता है। तो यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ा मजाक ये है कि पहले तो वो अपनी सेक्स डिजायर फुलफिल कर रहे हैं शादी के नाम पे, दूसरा वो उसको इतना अच्छा बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जबकि अगर उनको आप क्लियरली समझोगे तो दैट इज ऑल्सो अ इविल थिंग, यानी कि वो भी एक शैतानी काम ही है। कि सबसे बड़ी बात तो ये है कि स्लेव बनाना ही इविल थिंग है। इफ यू आर मेकिंग द स्लेव टू समवन, दैट इज यू आर डूइंग द क्रिमिनल थिंग। आप अगर किसी को गुलाम बना रहे हो तो वो एक क्रिमिनल माइंडसेट ही है, एक इविल थिंग ही है। हाँ बालक, कुछ कहना चाह रहे थे तुम? बालक, बालक,
Yeah, yeah. Hello.
yes, sir.
The point, one point that I want to make, that the comparison that they make now, it's actually not with Islam. Islam के साथ वो comparison नहीं कर रहे. The comparison that they make actually is with the slavery in the antebellum South, that is in this in America, in USA during the time of during or before the time of Civil War. And that's it. The yes, as you said, it's a joke. Like to say that see the slavery in America, in antebellum South, in Southern America, Southern USA, was far more worse than the uh, than this treatment of slaves in the Old Testament. Even though they themselves will never show what is actually written in the Old Testament. And the funny thing is that the more funny thing is that if you see in the history of antebellum South, the slave owning southern USA. Uh, wait, 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 wait. So what I was saying, if you see the history of antebellum South, if you see the history of southern USA, the slave owning southern part of USA, majority of the slave owners in southern America, southern USA, used the Bible, a heavily edited version of the Bible, to justify many of the verses. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, that's the most funny thing that you can argue.
Yeah, I will expand on that point.
Yes, sir, sure.
Like Christians say, if it is true that the New Testament really abolished slavery, if the New Testament really said, don't own any slaves, then Christians in the history for 1,800 years, do you know that only 200 years ago slavery was abolished in America?
Yes.
Yeah, but what those Christians have been doing for 1,800 years, if New Testament abolished slavery, New Testament was compiled in the 3rd century. From 3rd century until the 19th century, Christians have been using the Bible to own slaves. But only in the recent times, they said slavery is wrong according to the Bible. How? What changed slavery? It is not the Bible. People changed. Cultures changed. And they now say that Bible abolishes slavery. If the New Testament abolished slavery, there could have been no slaves for the 1,800 years in Europe and in America. So their life, what they were doing for 1,800 years, proves that New Testament did not abolish slavery. They are using the Bible verses. I will read 3 more verses from the New Testament, which Paul wrote, the same Paul who wrote the letter to Philemon. In Colossians chapter 3, verse 22, he says, slaves, obey your earthly masters in everything. In 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 1, he says, let all who are under the yoke of slavery regard their masters as worthy of all honor. In Titus chapter 2, verse 9, teach slaves to be subject to their masters in everything. Try to please them. All these verses mean that slaves have to obey their masters, do everything to please their masters, and honor their masters. New Testament is teaching slavery. It is not abolishing it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
ओके तो सीधी सी बात है कि यहाँ पे जैसा कि क्रिश्चियंस बात करते हैं यूएसए के बारे में, तो जो बालक ने क्वेश्चन पूछा था उसके रिगार्डिंग में जो आंसर है वो ये है कि लोग कहते हैं कि क्रिश्चियनिटी की वजह से जो स्लेवरी है वो एबॉलिश हुई, लेकिन अगर बात करें कि क्रिश्चियन की हिस्ट्री की, तो लास्ट 200 ईयर पहले ही अमेरिका में अभी जो स्लेवरी है उसको एबॉलिश किया गया। तो उसके पीछे का कारण बाइबल नहीं था, उसके पीछे का जो रीजन था दैट वाज कि लोगों का माइंडसेट चेंज हुआ, लोगों का जो कल्चर है वो थोड़ा सा चेंज हुआ, लोगों की सोच थोड़ी सी डेवलप हुई, लोग थोड़ा सा ह्यूमनिटी के कह सकते हैं कि करीब आए, उन्हें लगा कि यार स्लेवरी इज नॉट अ गुड थिंग, तो तब जाके स्लेवरी को एबॉलिश किया गया। सो इट इज नथिंग इन बाइबल टू एबॉलिश द स्लेवरी। यहाँ तक कि बाइबल के न्यू टेस्टामेंट में ऐसी कई सारी वर्सेस हैं जो कि स्लेवरी को प्रमोट करती हैं, और जो वर्सेस भाई ने बताई वो सारी वर्सेस मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में और प्लस कमेंट सेक्शन में लाइव के बाद ऐड कर दूंगा और उसको पिन कर दूंगा, तो जिसको उसको जाके चेक करना है तो चेक कर सकता है। द क्रिश्चियन भाई, one favor I want to ask from you, that is whatever references you are sharing, na, that just you share with me in the mail so that I can pinned in comment after the live.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll do that.
So, okay. So here 1 hour is going on. So one more question I want to ask, that is about Asian Christians, or mostly about the Indian Christians. They are saying that we are not following the Old Testament. So why they are
Okay.
running away from the Old Testament? Is there any, we can say, is there any freedom that you can follow only Old Testament or you can follow only New Testament? Is there any freedom like that?
No, it's not a freedom. Actually, Paul in the New Testament says that the Old Testament is finished. You don't have to follow it. He makes it very clear in his book Galatians. There is a book called Galatians in the New Testament, in which he writes the Old Testament laws helps people to go to Christ. That is the only purpose. And once you go to Christ, you can throw away the Old Testament. Paul says that. So this is why they are saying
Okay,
that they don't have to follow.
but there is one contradiction is there. Even if Paul is saying that by Old Testament you can reach to the Jesus Christ, but you don't have to follow the Old Testament.
Yeah.
On the same time, Jesus is saying that I am coming for fulfilling the Old Testament, Musa's prophecy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they can explain it. No. They can explain it by saying that Jesus came to fulfill the law and he fulfilled it. So now we don't have to follow it.
Then
But
one more thing comes. Then one more thing comes now. If the Jesus fulfilled all the prophecies, then also New Testament is not need to follow, because all thing is completed, all things are fulfilled. Then there is no need to follow the Old Testament and New Testament both.
no, they divide it into two: Old Testament law and the New Testament law. The New Testament law is from Christ, the law of Christ. The law, whatever Jesus said, you have to follow it. Whatever the apostles wrote in the Gospels, you have to follow it. It is a it is a new set of rules. Okay, this is how they try to justify. You don't have to follow the Old Testament, although I want to make sure that you understand there are many Christians today, they still follow the Old Testament
Yes,
using the same verse that you
yes, of
quoted.
course.
Using the same verse you quoted.
Ah,
Many, maybe more than
okay.
50% Christians are following the Old Testament for everything. You know, when they go to church, the pastor is receiving 10% of every Christian's income, monthly income. They call it tithe. This tithe is not in the New Testament, it is in the Old Testament. So, whatever is convenient for the pastor, he will teach from either Old Testament or New Testament. He will not care whether it is applicable today or not. And the Bible is not
Okay,
clear. This is the problem.
एग्जैक्टली सो यहाँ पे बात जो चल रही है भाई, बात ये चल रही है कि जो क्रिश्चियंस ये कहते हैं कि ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट को नहीं मानना है, हम न्यू टेस्टामेंट मानते हैं, तो वो जो बात कहते हैं वो एज पर पॉल की जो गॉस्पेल है उसके अकॉर्डिंग कहते हैं। पॉल ने एक वर्स में ऐसा बोला है कि भाई जीसस क्राइस्ट आ चुके हैं, तो अब जो ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट है उसके द्वारा आप जीसस क्राइस्ट तक पहुंच रहे थे, बट जब जीसस क्राइस्ट आ चुके हैं तो आपको ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट को फॉलो करने की जरूरत नहीं है। तो वहाँ पे एक बात आती है कि भाई जीसस क्राइस्ट तो ये कहते हैं कि मैं ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट को यहाँ पे फॉलो करवाने के लिए आया हूँ। तो यहाँ पे बहुत सारा कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन है, और जो क्रिश्चियंस हैं उनमें आपस में ही इस चीज पे मतभेद है। कई लोग ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट को मानते हैं, कई लोग नहीं मानते हैं। वन मोर थिंग कि जो चर्चेस हैं उनमें से उनमें जब जो क्रिश्चियंस जाते हैं तो वहाँ पे जो पास्टर है वो सभी क्रिश्चियंस का 10% ऑफ द मंथली इनकम दे आर टेकिंग। सो ये जो 10% लेने का जो नियम है वो न्यू टेस्टामेंट में नहीं है, ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट में है। सो अगर कोई क्रिश्चियंस ये कहता है कि ही इज नॉट फॉलोइंग द ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट, बट ऑन द सेम टाइम he is following the Old Testament without knowing it.
Because in the Old Testament, God says, if you give 10% to me, I will bless you. I will multiply your wealth. So this is the promise given in the Christian church. If you give 10% of your income, God will bless you. If your income is 20,000 per month, you have to give me 2,000. Then God will make your salary, multiply your salary into 40,000. This is a promise from the Bible. It is from the Old Testament. So this is what they are using. And people are, when people want to grow in their life, they want to get promotion, they want to get increment, they are attracted to this promise.
Yeah, exactly. But question is this: whenever I am just talking to the new converting people, like one person in my office, so recently he converted in Christianity. So I just asked him, how much you are giving to the church monthly, on the monthly basis. So he's saying that I am giving nothing. Means pastor is asking nothing to me.
Yeah.
So is there?
Okay. Yes. In the church I was pastoring, in the church where I was a preacher, we didn't take any money from people, except the voluntary contribution. We don't take money.
Okay.
We didn't take money from people. We didn't collect 10% of their income, because according to our church, taking 10% from Christians is wrong according to the New Testament. Okay, but if you want 10%, if I wanted 10% from people, I can use the same New Testament to insist that they have to pay. So the Bible, you can use the Bible any way you want.
So is there any verse in New Testament that is denying to take the 10%, or
No. There is no verse in the New Testament that says don't take 10% or don't give 10%.
it means there is nothing about that collection?
No. It is not mentioned. You can say that the New Testament doesn't command, but there is nothing said about tithe, like you don't have to tithe anymore. Now you are a Christian, you are a follower of Jesus Christ, you don't have to give 10% of your income. There is no such verse in the Bible. But if you read the letters by Paul, he's saying that he is encouraging people to give from their heart, not 10%. So you can use the New Testament either way. If you want 10%, you can use the New Testament. If you want to say 10% is wrong, you can also use the New Testament.
Okay, or we can say that in old time they are taking because they have to go to the war, or they have to buy the arms for fighting. But now such conditions are not there, so they are just giving relax to the people.
No, it's not for the war. You know, in the Old Testament, the 10% was given to the priest, not to military leader. You know,
Okay.
in the Israelite tribes, there are 12 tribes. 12 tribes in the Israel group. One of them is called Levi. They don't have any land. They don't have any property. They don't have any income. They work in the temple. So for them, this 10% should go. This 10% is not for the military or for the government or anything. This is for the priests, for their livelihood.
Okay. Now I got the point. So कुल मिला के बात ये है कि जो 10% लेने की बात है चर्चिस के द्वारा, दैट इज आज के टाइम में नॉट मैंडेटरी, यानी कि उसको ये नहीं कह सकते कि ये मैंडेटरी है आज के समय में, क्योंकि जो लोग हैं वो ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट के हिसाब से कुछ लोग लेते भी हैं बट कुछ लोग नहीं भी लेते हैं, बिकॉज दे आर सेइंग दैट इन न्यू टेस्टामेंट देयर इज नो सच कमांड, यानी कि न्यू टेस्टामेंट में ऐसी कोई कमांड नहीं है, तो कुछ लोग नहीं भी लेते हैं। बट पॉल के कुछ ऐसे लेटर्स हैं जो कि ये इंडिकेट करते हैं कि उन्होंने लोगों से कहा कि आप 10% नहीं बल्कि अपने हृदय से, अपने आप से जितना हो सके उतना डोनेट करो। और ये जो डोनेशन होता था वो आर्मी के लिए या फिर किंगडम के लिए या फिर लड़ाई के लिए नहीं होता था, वो होता था कि जो चर्च में प्रीस्ट हैं या फिर जो वहाँ पे लोग रह रहे हैं, जो वहाँ पे सेवा कर रहे हैं, दैट इज फॉर देम, नॉट फॉर किंगडम और नॉट फॉर वॉर। लेकिन यहाँ पे एक थोड़ी वन मोर पॉइंट। First of all, I just explain in Hindi, then I will tell you in English. इन यूपी में, उत्तर प्रदेश में एक जगह पड़ती है, डेट इज आगरा, और आगरा के पास में एक जगह, एक जिला है मैनपुरी। मैनपुरी में जब क्रिश्चियनिटी आई थी, आई वाज इन 6th और 7th स्टैंडर्ड, मतलब कि मैं 6वीं या 7वीं में पढ़ता था, और मैं एक हॉस्टल में रहता था। उस टाइम पे मैनपुरी जिले का ही एक लड़का मेरे साथ हॉस्टल में था, तो उसके गांव में कुछ मिशनरी के लोग आए और उन्होंने लोगों को वहाँ पे कन्वर्ट करना शुरू किया। तो स्टार्टिंग में तो लोग कन्वर्ट नहीं हुए, तो उन्होंने क्या किया कि जो मिशनरी पीपल थे उन्होंने कुछ पैसे डोनेट करने लोगों को शुरू किए। तो उस टाइम पे उन्होंने जो क्रिश्चियन में कन्वर्ट हो रहा था उसको आई थिंक 5,000 समथिंग रुपए दिए थे। और उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि जब पैसे मिले तो कुछ जो गरीब लोग थे उन्होंने क्रिश्चियनिटी एक्सेप्ट कर ली। फिर वहाँ पे एक चर्च खोला गया। चर्च खोलने के बाद क्या हुआ कि जो वहाँ का प्रीस्ट था चर्च का, उन्होंने 10% पर मंथ लेना स्टार्ट किया क्रिश्चियंस से, लेकिन तुरंत नहीं स्टार्ट किया था। इट वाज अराउंड आफ्टर 1-2 ईयर्स कि जब उन्होंने क्रिश्चियनिटी अपना ली और वो कंप्लीटली माइंडसेट उनका क्रिश्चियन वाला हो गया, तो उन्होंने लगभग 1-2 साल बाद उनसे 10% लेना शुरू किया। तो कुछ लोग ऐसे थे जो कि कमा रहे थे, तो वो तो 10% दे रहे थे, बट जो कमा नहीं पा रहे थे तो चर्च ने उनकी जो खेती थी, जो उनकी जमीन थी, उसको चर्च के नाम करवा लिया। ये 2006-7 की बात है। So now the thing is this, I was just saying that when I was in 6th-7th standard, I was just live in hostel. So there is one student also living with me. He is from one district in UP that is called Manpuri. So some missionary people came there and tried to convert the people, but nobody is interested to following the Bible or Jesus Christ. So these missionary people uh, gave some money, around 5,000 or 5,500 something at that time in 2005-6. So it was big amount at that time. So due to the money, some poor people accept Christianity, and after accepting the Christianity, they built a church there. And after 1 2 years, when the people completely following the Christianity, means their mindset completely become as uh, blind follower. So जो pastor started taking 10% of their income. So some people who was earning, they are paying 10%, but some people they are not earning. They are just depending on the uh, mm, their field of farming. We can say that farming field. So church taken their farm field as a property of church.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yeah, it's like they invested some money in those people, and then after their conversion, they started reaping money from them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you, these are really problems within Christianity, and even Christians are speaking against it. What I These are really problems. We have to know about this. We have to be aware, and we have to inform Hindus, non-Christians about these problems. How they try to, pull you into Christianity with false promises. Then after you get into it, they will try to reap whatever they can from you. This is actually a problem. But I think what we have to focus more is uh, the false promises they give and the methods they use to deceive Hindus, especially in India. For example, they will tell you if you accept Jesus Christ, your problems will be solved, your diseases will be healed, your financial problems will be set right, and they will use false testimonies of Christians to convince. I think this is more dangerous than the problems we are discussing now.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, One more news comes in my mind, that is from South India, but exact time and date I am not remembering. I just read before so much time ago. In that news, there is one person, and his father passed away, and he went in church for last prayer for his father, but priest denying to do the last prayer because that family was not paying their tithe from many years. So that priest asked about 5 6 lakh rupees from that family because he is not paying from long time. So
Yeah,
such problems also coming, but people are
yeah,
not understanding the problems.
yeah. There are so many other problems. If in my 20 years, I can give a long list of these kind of problems within the church. And even Christians are also speaking against these type of problems. They understand it. And each group is trying to use some verses from the Bible to justify what they are doing. If you go to this pastor who is asking this man to pay how many lakhs, I don't know, to
Five
complete
six
the
lakhs.
funeral. Yeah, he can show you some verses in the Bible to justify what he's doing. So
Exactly.
we have to address one issue at a time, and mostly Christians don't want to admit those problems outside the church. If you speak to any Christian, he will try to give some justification and avoid answering your question. But they know these problems are there.
Yes, exactly. One more thing. In last, I want to say that we don't have any problem with Christianity and the Christians. If they are silently following their culture, their religion, we have nothing to do with them. But problem is this: they are converting the people with false promises, and same time they are blaming other religions, and they are uh, abusing the other gods. So this is the main problem.
Yeah. Day before yesterday, I also have a Tamil channel, Tamil YouTube channel. I told you that I used to have a YouTube channel when I was a Christian. That channel's
Yes, of
name
course.
is Tamil Bible Ministry. Now I am not publishing any video in that channel. Now I started two other channels, one in Tamil and one in English, which is the ex-Christian India. Day before yesterday, I released a video in our Tamil channel addressing the issue you are telling now. The Church of South India, it's called CSI. In North India, it is called, I think, some CNI. The people in South India, they are, they are using words like stone worshippers to address Hindus. So one Hindu person approached me. He told me they are, you know, saying things like this. You have to address it in your video. Then I released a video day before yesterday in Tamil, and I explained in that video they don't have any right. Christians don't have any right to call Hindus stone worshippers because the God they worship, they call it Yahweh.
Yes.
The Bible's God's name is Yahweh. They also call it Jehovah. They say he is
Yeah.
the only God. He is the only true God. But if you study, if you research their history, this God Yahweh was not the only God, even according to their history. He was one among the crores of gods.
Exactly.
They they mock Hindus for following, worshipping 33 crores of gods. But you know what is the truth? The Christian God was one of them. The Christian God was one of the crores of gods in the world, and they were happy with it. But later, for political reason, they promoted him as the only one true God, and there is evidence even in the Bible for that. So
One
in
thing is
that
there.
video, yeah,
Now, one thing is there that Christians are saying that Hindus are worshipping the stone god or whatever they are saying, but same time
mm,
they are also worshipping the stone, because in every church there is a idol of Jesus Christ,
yeah,
and
they
they
will tell you that they don't worship it actually, and they will tell you only Catholics do it, and that's why they say Catholics will not go to heaven. Catholic Christians. And they will also
and
say we just worship Jesus, we don't worship other gods. So they will try to justify anyway. Yeah, please go ahead.
uh, huh, okay. So actually the thing is that ki Hindus don't know why they are worshipping or what they are practicing before the stone. Actually, that is not worship, and that is not worshipping of stone. Actually, stone is just for we can say that that idol is just for meditate the people, for helping to meditate the people. In Shiv Purana, there is many verses where it is clearly mentioned that in starting, people need.
Sorry, excuse me. You may speak in Hindi so everyone will understand. I will also follow you.
Okay. एक्चुअली जो हिंदू हैं उनको ये पता ही नहीं है कि वो मूर्ति पूजा कर रहे हैं या फिर जो कर रहे हैं वो वास्तविकता में है क्या। वास्तविकता में हिंदू मूर्ति पूजा नहीं करते हैं। हमारे यहाँ पे हिंदू धर्म में शिव पुराण करके एक ग्रंथ है और भी कई सारे पुराण हैं जहाँ पे ये क्लियरली मेंशन किया गया है कि स्टार्टिंग में लोगों को अगर ध्यान लगाना है, उनको किसी ईश्वर का ध्यान करना है, तो उनको शुरुआत में कई सारी प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं। दे आर नॉट एबल टू कंसंट्रेट, यानी कि वो ध्यान नहीं लगा पाते हैं। तो फॉर कंसंट्रेटिंग उनको अपने सामने किसी वस्तु को रखना चाहिए। दैट मे बी अ सिंपल स्टोन, दैट मे बी एक आइडल हो सकती है, कोई मूर्ति हो सकती है। तो उस टाइम पे स्टार्टिंग में ये था। एंड जब वो आदमी, वो इंसान जब कंसंट्रेट करना सीख जाता है तब उसको आवश्यकता नहीं होती है मूर्ति की। बट जब टाइम गुजरता रहा, टाइम पास्ट, तो लोगों ने उनको एक रूप देना शुरू कर दिया कि शिव जी का दिस इज द लॉर्ड शिवा, दिस इज लॉर्ड कृष्णा, दिस इज दिस एंड दिस इज दिस। तो उन्होंने उसको एक मूर्ति का रूप कन्वर्ट करते चले गए। बट एग्जैक्टली क्या था कि दैट इज फॉर द मेक यू कंसंट्रेट, कि आप अपने दिमाग को स्थिर कर सको आपकी आराधना के समय पे, आपकी वर्शिपिंग के समय पे। एंड वन मोर प्रॉब्लम इज देयर, पीपल्स आर सेइंग दैट हिंदूज आर फॉलोइंग 33 करोड़ ऑफ गॉड्स, बट it is not 33 crore, it is 33 types of lord, not god. अगर हिंदी में बोले तो 33 टाइप के देवता हैं। देवता इज डिफरेंट थिंग एंड ईश्वर इज डिफरेंट थिंग। मीन्स गॉड इज डिफरेंट थिंग, लॉर्ड इज डिफरेंट थिंग एंड देवता इज ऑल्सो डिफरेंट थिंग. Devata means in English we can say the person who is giving you something without taking anything. कि एक ऐसा व्यक्ति जो आपको कुछ दे रहा है बिना आपसे उसका कोई मोल लिए. So he is देवता. देवता means देने वाला.
अच्छा एक मिनट वीरभद्र जी, एक इसमें ना ये क्रिश्चियंस का भी एक ऑपोजिशन रहता है, कहना है कि ये तो देवताओं की बात हो गई, देवियों की कहाँ बात होती है? ये तो 33 करोड़ देवताओं की बात हो गई, देवियां कहाँ गई आखिर? तो उस पर भी एक ऑब्जेक्शन लगाते हैं.
हाँ, उस पे हम फिर कभी बात करेंगे बालक. टुडे इट इज just based on Christianity, so we are just discussing about Christianity and Bible. We will later discuss about all these things.
Very well. So sir, I have sent a link in the private chat. Can you just open it and share the screen? Bible से एक वर्ड से दिखानी है बस.
Okay.
Yeah. Deuteronomy chapter 32, yeah?
Yes, exactly. NRSV version, NRSV or British edition, both of say it's the most authentic, accurate Bible version of till date.
Right. Yes, sir. What's your question?
Just share the screen. I want to show something.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you said, as our friend said, that in the Bible there are many gods and that there is a right to worship. Hold on a second, just a second.
Yeah. I think you are referring to verse 8. When the Most High apportioned
Valak,
go to verse 8, please.
Do you have time or we can conclude?
Okay, well, okay. So I'm back. verse number 8, exactly, verse number 8. So as you can read, can you just zoom in the screen, just zoom in a bit.
You want me to zoom it?
Yes, that's enough. Okay. When the Most High, that is El Elyon in the original Hebrew, that is been written. When the Most
Yeah.
High El Elyon, that is the Father El, that is the King of all the gods in the Canaanite pantheon. They
Yes.
appointed the nations. When he divided the humankind, he fixed the boundaries of the people according to the number of the gods.
That's
And it
correct.
is
Yeah.
this reading that has been written here. It's been taken from the Dead Sea Scrolls, which is being the oldest version of the earliest known manuscripts, the earliest known version of the Old Testament that has been found.
Yeah.
In it, there's created, and you can read just the next verse. The Lord's, that is the Yahweh, that Yahweh written in Hebrew. The Yahweh's own portion was his people, Jacob, his allotted share. That when Elyon, the king of all the gods in the Canaanite pantheon, divided the humankind according to the number of his sons. Divided the humankind, assigned each nation its god, uh, to get assigned every nation, each and every nation to one of his sons, one of his sons, that is one of the deities. So he appointed Yahweh, which also became a part of the Canaanite pantheon, and soon became one of the sons of El. Yahweh got the nation of Israel, or the people are descendant of Jacob.
Yeah. Yes. This is one of the proofs. You got the most appropriate verse. So here there are two gods mentioned. One is in verse number 8, the Most High. He is the El. And in the same verse, it says number of gods, which means this El, the Most High, had many children. They are called the number of gods, the gods. And one of the gods, one of the children of El, is the Lord, which is Yahweh. And that Yahweh is the Christian God. Now, they are telling you that this Yahweh is the only God. He was the eternal God. He was always the only one God. But according to this verse, he was one of the many gods. And there was a higher God who is called El, the Most High. Is that you? Is that what you wanted to know?
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. That was the point. And
Yeah.
can you just scroll up a bit? Scroll up a bit. I just show one more thing in the same chapter.
Yeah.
Okay, scroll a little bit. There's a verse. ये वर्स नंबर, ठीक है, मैं वर्स नंबर बता देता हूँ. ये वर्स नंबर एक सेकेंड, ये रहा, एक मिनट.
Sorry.
Verse number 16.
Verse number
16.
16. Okay.
Yes. So here you can just you can read in the just some 8 verses later that they made him jealous with strange god. Like, if this is the only one true God, how can it be made jealous with strange gods, with the foreign gods, with abhorrent? That is the people of Israel. In this time, the people of Israel have been scolded off that you defected from your one true Lord, and that you started worshipping some other foreign deities, the deity of the foreign lands, instead of your Creator. So here they made him just as strange gods with abhorrent things. They provoked him. They sacrificed to demons, not gods. See. Now here is just like the people that have written the book of Deuteronomy. They are just they are actually Yahwehs. They believe Yahweh as their primary deity. They worship Yahweh as their primary deity. Just like there were cults in the whole Quran, the whole region around Quran, there were multiple centers of worship and cults of other deities, of different deities, like the cult of Baal Hadad and um, Ashara and even El himself. So wait, even though हटा दीजिए, the ad that is being there. Can you just remove that from the screen? Uh, now that's better. So, like you can clearly see there, and when you see this, see when you see such verses where the author of that passage is saying that it is saying that he's attacking other deities. Whenever he's attacking other deities, other gods as false god or demons, they actually, it is all just as our friend said, it's all politically motivated actually. That the Yahwists are trying to exalt or exalt their deity, whom they worship, the Yahwist. That is the Yahweh. They are trying to exalt Yahweh's position more and more higher above all the gods. To exalt their beliefs है कि वो अपने beliefs को कि अपने विचार है उनको बढ़ावा देने के लिए कि ना बाकी डेटीज हैं उन सबको है कि जो कैनाड पैंथियन में डेटीज है उनको inferior या एकदम है कि false दिखा रहे हैं कि to attack them just to simply है ना अपना उल्लू सीधा करने के लिए.
That's true. It is, it is like, you join a political party and you become popular, then you run for councillor, then you become an MLA one day, then you become a minister, then you become a chief minister. This kind of progression is what happened with Yahweh, the Christian God. So you now identify the clear verse in the Bible, which indicates that he was jealous with other gods. Okay, this is exactly the problem. If Christian God is the only real God, why should he be jealous with other gods? It is very childish.
Yes, if he is the only god that is in being existence, then the worshipping of other deities should not trouble him at least. Like you can clearly see, बंदे को ईर्ष्या हो रही है, like he is feeling jealousy.
He is acknowledging the presence, the reality of other gods. If he is a true God, he is also acknowledging other true gods. And
Yes, exactly.
I want to make one more point. I think it should be stated here. We are discussing about this Christian God, and we are trying to find verses in the Bible to prove that he is not the only God, he was one among the other gods, and all those things. Let's put them all aside. Let's just, for the argument's sake, let's say the Christian God is the only God. There is no other God, for argument's sake. Does it mean that he is the true God? For example, you believe in Lord Shiva or Lord Krishna or any God, or you may believe in Allah or any God. Just if you just one day come and say that Krishna is the only God, all other gods are false, or Shiva is the only God, all other gods are false, does it mean that Shiva is the true God or Krishna is the true God? It doesn't mean that. If you want to prove that your God is true, there are other methods, logical methods, historical methods to do it. You cannot just say that because my God is I worship only one God, that God must be true. It doesn't prove anything.
Exactly.
People believe in many gods all around the world. In Africa, they believe in many gods. If one clan, one tribe says, our God is the only true God, will everyone accept it? So the claim itself is very absurd. Claiming that we worship only one God doesn't prove anything. It just says that He is the only God in your belief system. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. The apologist, like if you see, say, अगर आप देखें ना, if you see here, an apologist, whenever they try to whenever they are asked to prove their point, they will start attacking other people. Like for example, when I made a post some time ago. Some time ago, I made a post on a community that the idea, the very idea of of a trinity is not coherent. It's not logically coherent. The idea of the Christian God in the Bible is not logically coherent. So the apologists, the apologetics, the Christian apologists, when they reacted to it, they just simply started to give references from the Hindu scriptures and start saying your concept of God is not logically coherent. Like that's, if you see, that is called whataboutery. That's a classic example of a whataboutery. Like you
Yeah.
cannot make,
Even
you cannot.
even they lie. Even in maximum time, they gave many bogus and very illogical arguments based on very silly translations, right? Even if we compare at least 10 translations, their bogus claim will be debunked. Okay, this is their condition literally.
Yeah. Yeah. The moment they start comparing their God with your God or Hindu gods or with the Muslim God, the moment they start comparing it, they are gone. They fail because their claim is that their God is the only true God. If their God is the only true God, when Hindu or any people belonging to other religions go and discuss with them, they should not start pointing out the problems in the other religion. Why should they do it? Why do they compare their God with other gods? Because they understand that their religion also has all the problems which they accuse the other religions.
Let me clarify it in one sentence. That is, in English, for good there is three form. That is good, better, and best. So for good, if we are taking number of things, for better, when we are comparing two different or three different things, so we are taking better. But for the best, it means we are not comparing. We are just describing that thing is the best. We are not comparing that thing to any other thing because there is no comparison with that. मतलब कि अंग्रेजी में गुड की तीन फॉर्म होती है, डेट इज गुड, बेटर एंड बेस्ट. गुड हम नॉर्मली यूज करते हैं जहाँ पे हमें किसी चीज को बताना होता है कि अच्छा है, सो वी आर यूजिंग गुड. बट जब हम कंपैरिजन करते हैं कि दो चीजों या तीन चीजों में से कौन सी चीज अच्छी है, देयर इज कंपैरिजन, तो हम यूज करते हैं बेटर. मींस दैट इज बेटर देन दैट, ये उससे अच्छा है. बट द लास्ट फॉर्म इज द बेस्ट, सबसे अच्छा. मतलब कि फिर वहां पे कंपैरिजन बनता ही नहीं है. देयर इज नो चांस टू कंपेयर विद एनीथिंग, क्योंकि वो सबसे बेस्ट है. तो अगर कोई भी, चाहे क्रिश्चियनिटी हो या इस्लाम हो या हिंदुइज्म हो, कोई भी अगर ये क्लेम करता है कि उसका जो ईश्वर है या उसका जो गॉड है, if somebody is claiming that his God is the best, तो उस मोमेंट पे उसको ये डिस्क्राइब करना चाहिए कि ऐसी क्या लॉजिकल बातें हैं, ऐसी क्या चीजें हैं कि उनका जो गॉड है वो सबसे बेस्ट है. वहां पे कंपैरिजन नहीं करना चाहिए. इट मींस व्हेन यू आर सेइंग दैट योर गॉड इज द बेस्ट, then there is no need to compare with any other god. You just you just describe the logical things about your god, that is fulfilling the humanity, that is fulfilling all the things on the basis we are describing the God is his God is the best. यानी कि वो चीजें जिनके आधार पर हम ये कहते हैं कि हमारा या तुम्हारा जो परमेश्वर है वो सबसे बेस्ट है, उस मोमेंट पे हमें किसी के साथ कंपेयर नहीं करना चाहिए, कोई भी हो, क्रिश्चियन हो या कोई भी हो, उसको कंपेयर नहीं करना चाहिए। उसको ये डिस्क्राइब करना चाहिए कि भाई मानवता के आधार पर या फिर कोई भी ऐसा बेस जिसके आधार पर उन्होंने अपने परमेश्वर को सबसे ऊंचा कहा है, सबसे अच्छा कहा है, उस आधार पर बताना चाहिए कि भाई कौन सा ऐसा आधार है, कौन सी ऐसी मानवता है, कौन सी ऐसी ह्यूमैनिटी है आपके परमेश्वर में, कौन से ऐसे गुण हैं जिसके आधार पे आप उनको सबसे बेस्ट मानते हैं। सो अब सबसे पहले भाई हमारे महारुद्रा जी बहुत देर से आ चुके हैं, तो माफी चाहूंगा महारुद्रा जी, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका। महारुद्रा जी हमारे परम मित्र, जय श्री राम प्रभु, कैसे हैं आप महारुद्रा जी?
जय श्री राम प्रभु, बढ़िया चर्चा चल रही है, चलने दीजिए, बढ़िया है। मैं इसीलिए चुप हूँ, मैं सुन रहा हूँ, परेशान न रहिए। कभी जो चर्चा चल रही है चलने दीजिए, बहुत अच्छी है।
तो पहले महारुद्रा जी मैं आपको थोड़ा सा परिचित करवा देता हूँ हमारे जो गेस्ट हैं आज के। तो हमारे जो गेस्ट हैं वो हैं द एक्स क्रिश्चियन इंडिया, और ये हमारे साउथ इंडिया से आते हैं, और अप्रॉक्स 20 ईयर्स तक इन्होंने क्रिश्चियनिटी को फॉलो किया, यानी कि 20 साल तक इन्होंने क्रिश्चियनिटी को फॉलो किया, और उस टाइम पे ये एक चर्च में पास्टर भी थे। इन्होंने क्रिश्चियनिटी यानी बाइबल लोगों को पढ़ाई भी, लेकिन कुछ ऐसा टाइम आया जब इन्होंने कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी उनके दिमाग में खटकी, पहले से भी खटकती थी, बट वो धीरे धीरे बढ़ती गई और इन्होंने क्रिश्चियनिटी को छोड़ दिया।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सेम मेरी कहानी, बिल्कुल।
जी। So the ex-Christian brother here, our friend Maharudra, he is also he is also just coming from that community, but he is not completely following the Christianity. Actually, he was working with them.
Okay.
I just cannot explain because of his privacy.
Okay.
So he was just working with them, and from long time he was working, and also he was going in Changai Savana. They are doing AIDS ki atma chali ja, like that. You can see the video on YouTube. They are just doing some bogus chamatkar na. So he is also the part of that all things.
Okay.
But now
Virbaji,
he is out of that.
have we all discussed? Virbaji, have we all discussed about Bible, that what it says about other gods? What is the Bible's view on other gods?
Suraj, I think that's Christian. Why? If you don't have any problem, we can just take this live more time, or we can end up here.
Yeah, I think I can take 10 more minutes.
Okay. So, सूरज अपना क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो आप?
Yes, sir. Actually, I was asking that, do you know, or you can explain what the Bible's view is, the Bible's view on other gods, what actually the Bible says about other gods?
Now, according to Bible, other gods are all false. There is only one God, the Christian God, and everything else people consider gods. Everything else is false. And that can be interpreted in any way. Some Christians interpret it like all the other gods are devils, like evil spirits. But the Bible doesn't clearly say that. But according to the Bible, there is only one God, which is Yahweh, the Christian God. And that God came to earth as Jesus Christ. Jesus and the Old Testament God, they are same. Also they have a confused doctrine as the Trinity. That's a different topic. We can discuss it later, or you can watch my last video in the ex-Christian India channel.
Yes,
लेकिन वीरभद्र जी
sir.
वीरभद्र जी वीरभद्र जी एक मिनट सूरज फादर सन और पवित्र आत्मा ये क्या है
I think
एक
sir,
कहाँ है
Actually, let me explain the Maharudraj point. A similar thing, महारुद्रा जी, सेम बात जो हमारे एक्स क्रिश्चियन भाई वो भी यही कह रहे हैं कि वहां पे बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन है, ठीक है, कि आपस में ही कोई कभी कहते हैं कि देयर इज वन गॉड, सेम टाइम पे
अच्छा मैं सुन नहीं पाया था
अदर जो क्रिश्चियन है वो जीसस को कहते हैं कि ही इज द, मतलब जो कई क्रिश्चियंस हैं जो ये कहते हैं कि जो जीसस है वो ही यहोवा है, ठीक है, यहोवा जीसस बन के आए। लेकिन कई लोग हैं जो अवतारवाद में बिलीव नहीं करते, इट मींस दे आर नॉट बिलीव इन इनकार्नेशन और वी कैन से व्हाट अवतारवाद, ठीक है, मतलब कि अवतारवाद में बिलीव नहीं करते। हाँ, और कुछ लोग जो है वो ट्रिनिटी को मानते हैं, तो ट्रिनिटी के बारे में भी बहुत कंफ्यूजन है। तो कंफ्यूजन में बस वो मैं यही कहूंगा, मैं वो वाला एक मिनट सूरज, एक मिनट। Ex Christian, why I think you have listened one song in Three Idiot movie.
I'm sorry.
Have you
इसमें
seen
चौथा फैक्टर भी है वीरभद्र जी, चौथा फैक्टर भी है।
अरे एक मिनट महारुद्रा जी, एक मिनट। Did you seen the Three Idiot movie of Amir Khan?
No, sorry, I have not seen it.
Not seen. In that movie there is one song that is confusion है, solution कुछ बता नहीं, solution का पता नहीं।
लेकिन वीरभद्र जी, some Christians believe on Mother Mary.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
some Christians believe in Mother Mary, right? They believe that Mother Mary can also be worshipped. They believe that Mother Mary can also be worshipped, and there are many sects in Christianity itself, those who believe that no, we should not admire Mother Mary or worship her any way because God is one.
Yeah. Yeah, you are talking about the Catholics. Catholics are a large group in Christianity, and most of them believe they can pray to Mother Mary because she is the mother of Jesus Christ when he was on earth. So she has some special powers. She can speak to Jesus on behalf of you. So they believe that, and the other Christians, the Protestants, they say that's wrong. There is only one God. Mother Mary is just a human. You cannot worship her. You cannot pray to her. You have to pray to God directly. So this is a division. Yeah.
Yes. And sir, I have a question that can you please explain how many versions of Bible are there? Actually, if you say in other religions, there are many books and there are many versions of one same book. So we want to know that in Christianity, how many versions of Bible are there which are different from each other? Right? We want to know it.
No, generally there is only one Bible which is translated into many languages like Hindi, Marathi, Tamil, in Russian, Japanese, German. There is only one version. But the Catholics have their Bible with more books. The Protestants have Bible with less books. In the Catholic Bible, they have added some additional books which are not considered as Word of God by the Protestants. But generally, it's just one version. Yeah, in the Old Testament, yes, they have more books.
Yes.
But the problem is not with how many different types of Bibles. The problem is Even with one Bible, they have 40,000 denominations.
Exactly. And in translation, they do many things. Just we can say just
Totally
translate.
change. They
Totally
totally
change.
change some translations.
In Hindi, there is one verse कि जो शैतान है वो तुम्हें भड़काता है, जो अविश्वासी लोग हैं उनकी बुद्धि को जो शैतान है वो भ्रमित कर देता है. But in same time in English translation there is words like the god of this bird, the god of this
Yeah.
bird just uh, we can say closing the mind of the non-believers.
Yeah.
So
It's in John.
Even
In English translation there is god of this bird, but in Hindi translation it is translated as Satan.
Yeah, it is the same thing.
yes,
The God of the world. God of the world, according to the Bible, is Satan.
even
Because
even in some Hindi translations, even in some Hindi translations, they even changed a word named sister, behen. They changed into that word into sakhi, means female friend, so that they can actually remove or hide that there are even brother and sister relationships in Bible. Even they have
yeah,
done this in a Hindi translation, two other Hindi translation, not any Hindi English translation or Hindi Marathi translation, right?
yeah, I understand. I think you are referring to the Song of Songs in the Old Testament. It's a very,
That
Yes,
one.
yes.
it's full of
Oh
vulgar
my,
words. Yeah,
oh my sister, oh my wife, like that. They are okay.
yeah, and
So
Just a question. एक सवाल था मेरा भी कि सर just now in front of everybody we can see that as a like as a Christian preacher, as a pastor, yourself have reverted back from Christianity. So I want to ask one thing: what can be done for the non-Christian and the Christians of India to to safeguard them from these conversions? Like, how can we change the minds of the Christians uh, of India about Christianity? How can we change their perspective? What is the best way?
yeah,
Actually, how can we tell them that what is the real Christianity? They are actually told very fictional type of Christianity by their pastors and by their preachers. How can we tell the real Christianity to them? Our intention is not to change their mind directly that you become a non-Christian. No, we are not that type of. We want to tell the what is real Christianity to them.
नहीं वो तो eventually हो
yeah,
ही जाएगा.
yeah. I understand what is your concern. Your concern, your purpose is to stop them from confusing other people. You are not
Proselytizing
telling them.
everyone.
Yeah, proselytism. So if you are asking what is the best way, you cannot do it as a non-Christian. You cannot convince them that their religion is wrong. I was a Christian for 20 years. Now, when I speak, when I try to explain to the Christians about the problems in Christianity, they call me Satan. Okay,
no,
so
Exactly,
actually,
as a,
exactly. They
actually,
they even
one
say
minute, one
that
minute.
others are evil-minded.
Suraj, 1 minute. The thing that we are asking, that is, we are not going to Christians and telling them you are just following the wrong religion. We are just
Mhm.
uh, making understand to our people or non Christians that they cannot they just not convert in Christianity, so that we can make them stop.
Okay, I understand your concern. Now, the purpose of our YouTube channel is to inform non Christians about the tactics of Christian missionaries, the lies they tell you, the problems they hide from you, and the nature of their religion, the nature of the God. This is what we are explaining in our channel. The purpose is to educate other people about Christianity. So when a Christian missionary comes to your family, and tell you that Jesus Christ loves you, you can tell them, no, Jesus Christ doesn't love me. Bible says Jesus Christ is going to send you all to hell. How do you say that Jesus Christ loves me? So when you ask this question, they will stop. They have to stop, because if they say that no, Jesus Christ loves you, they are denying what their Bible says. The Bible says he is going to send all the non-believers, all those who don't believe in him, to hell. Then how can they tell you that he loves you? Will you send your will you send anyone you love to hell? No. They will
No,
try
no.
to tell you that he loves you. That's why he went to the cross to die for you. Okay, if he loves me, he doesn't have to die in the cross. He can just save me and take me to heaven. So these are the points that you have to remember when people come to you or to your family members and they try to convert them. You have to listen to them first. Let them speak. Then you can ask them questions and they will stop and then just go away. They will tell you finally, brother, sister, we will pray for you. We will pray that God will change your mind and he will let you understand about Christianity, about Jesus Christ. This is the last answer they will give you. So the purpose of our YouTube channel is to educate people in that way. And I also believe that this brother who is running this YouTube channel, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, sir.
Okay, let me explain in Hindi to the people so that they can be aware.
Yeah.
तो देखो, सबसे बड़ी बात जो हमने पूछी थी वो ये थी कि जो क्रिश्चियन मिशनरी लोग हैं वो हमारे जो आदिवासी भाई हैं या फिर कुछ ऐसे लोग जो अनएजुकेटेड हैं उनको जाके भड़काते हैं या फिर तरह तरीके के प्रपंच करते हैं या फिर उनको जाके बोलते हैं कि तुम्हारा जो गॉड है वो तुम्हें प्यार नहीं करता, जीसस क्राइस्ट तुम्हें प्यार करते हैं, तो तुम क्रिश्चियन बन जाओ या फिर ये हो जाओ वो हो जाओ। तो भाई का आंसर है कि अगर कोई ऐसा आता है आपके पास और वो आपको बोलता है कि जीसस क्राइस्ट आपको प्यार करते हैं, तो सबसे पहले आपको उनसे ये पूछना चाहिए कि जीसस क्राइस्ट अगर हमें प्यार करते हैं तो भाई बाइबल इज सेइंग, हाँ, कि बाइबल ऐसा क्यों कह रही है कि हमें नरक में भेजा जाएगा। अगर जीसस क्राइस्ट हमें प्यार करते हैं तो क्या प्यार करने वाले इंसान को लोग नरक में भेजते हैं? दूसरा, अगर वो ये कहते हैं कि जीसस क्राइस्ट हमारे लिए सूली पे चढ़ गए थे, तो भाई हमारे लिए सूली पे चढ़ गए थे क्योंकि हमसे प्यार करते थे, इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? अगर वो प्यार करते थे तो सूली पे न चढ़ के बल्कि वो हमें बचाकर हेवन ले जा सकते थे, हमें स्वर्ग ले जा सकते थे। तो ये बात है, जब आप जो मिशनरी पीपल हैं उनसे करना शुरू कर दोगे, उनसे क्वेश्चन करना शुरू कर दोगे, तो लास्ट में वो आपसे यही बोलेंगे कि आपको क्रिश्चियनिटी पढ़नी चाहिए, समझनी चाहिए, फलाना ढिकाना बोलेंगे, बट वो वहां से चले जाएंगे। तो कुल मिला के बात ये है। और you are saying some anything, the ex-Christian wife?
No, it's it's you have to let them speak first, then ask questions. If you ask questions, they will go back to defending mode. They when they come to you, they will come with all the confidence. They will think that you don't know anything about their religion. You will believe whatever they tell you. But when you start asking questions, they will have to go back. They will go back to their church and they will tell you that when I went to convert people, they are asking this type of questions. What should I answer them? This will make them study their own religion.
Exactly. But one more, बालक, एक मिनट। अभी टाइम 2 घंटे हो गया, तो इसके बाद हम लोग स्ट्रीम को वाइंड अप करेंगे। उससे पहले मैं एक घटना बता देता हूँ। और इसके बारे में हम लोग एक स्ट्रीम भी कर चुके हैं पुरानी, जो कि स्ट्रीम का नाम होगा कि कैसे क्रिश्चियन लोग मिशनरी जो है वो हमारे युवाओं को फैलाते फुसलाते हैं, भड़काते हैं और कैसे उनको क्रिश्चियनिटी में कन्वर्ट करवाते हैं। मारुद्रा जी आपको याद होगा जहाँ पे हमने एक कॉल रिकॉर्डिंग सुनाई थी लोगों को। तो एक्चुअली हाँ, मारुद्रा जो है, मारुद्रा भैया याद है आपको वो जो हमने कॉल रिकॉर्डिंग सुनाई थी एक बार स्ट्रीम में?
हाँ हाँ, याद है, अच्छी तरह याद है।
हाँ
मैं उसका
हाँ
उसका नाम भी बता सकता हूँ, पास्टर कैरी। और इत्तेफाक की बात, वो भी साउथ से।
नहीं 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 नहीं, वो साउथ से नहीं था, वो शायद पंजाब साइड से था। उसकी हिंदी जबरदस्त थी और वो हाँ। सो द एक्स
हाँ,
क्रिश्चियन
नहीं
भाई,
नहीं।
देयर इज ओके ओके, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन। Ex Christian भाई, there was one more pastor.
Mhm.
He also became ex Christian after talking with one Arya Samaji person. What is the name? Pandit Mahendrapal Arya. I think
Okay.
you can see in YouTube.
Right.
He's he also have a channel, Pandit Mahendrapal Arya. So one pastor came to him for converting in Christianity, and
Okay.
one lady preacher also comes to him for converting him.
Okay.
So that lady preacher gave him uh, some we can say offer of sex type. You can say some pleasure, some like that.
Mhm.
So after that, when she just failed to convert him, after that, his master, or we can say his senior pastor, comes to him for converting.
Mm.
But after
Yeah.
discussion with Pandit Mahendra Arya, he just left Christianity and he became Hindu or Sanatan.
Oh. Okay.
But हाँ,
नहीं नहीं
तो
नहीं नहीं
आप
नहीं 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 नहीं, वो, अरे सुनिए तो, करेक्ट कर लीजिए। वो जो है, खैर चलिए आगे बढ़िए, फिर बात करेंगे।
हाँ, so they people Mahendrapal Arya and that ex pastor was discussing over call ki how peoples in uh, Punjab are getting fooled by missionaries.
Hmm.
So that ex pastor claimed a very we can say it is very uh, he exposed very huge crime. That is
Hmm.
in Punjab, these missionary people are using a chemical that is known as dopamine chemical,
Hmm.
and he says that in human mind there is a balanced mixture of dopamine that is using for imagination, that is using for hallucination. Means
Yeah.
if the level of dopamine is increased, then people get hallucinated. Or if you are telling him that there is some ghost, then the people, that person with high level of dopamine will be hallucinated and he can see that ghost. But in real time, there is no ghost. So in Punjab, the missionaries are using dopamine chemical for imbalancing the mind of the person, and after
Common
balancing,
people.
they take that person to the church, and in that church, the father gave him anti-dopamine chemical and tell him that your God is hiding you. You just follow the Jesus Christ. On the name of Jesus Christ, I am giving you this holy water, and after taking this water, you will be fine. And the priest is giving him anti-dopamine as a holy water. After taking that anti-dopamine chemical, the imbalanced level of that dopamine chemical in mind get balanced, and on the same time the hallucination will become zero, and now that person is okay. and now he is thinking that I was suffering with some uh, supernatural power, or we can say ghost power, or we can say that their old god was hurting him, but Jesus Christ saved him, and now he is blindly following the Christianity. Now no one can make him understand that he is wrong or he is on wrong path. So such
Hmm.
big claim done by that ex-pastor.
That's good. So he is exposing it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
So my question is this that have you ever seen or listened about some activities conducting by missionaries in South India or other region?
No, no, this is the first time I'm hearing such case. But they are using many dishonest tactics. I know they are using many dishonest tactics. They will tell you that God spoke to them about you. They will give you prophecy. If they want to convert you, they will gather information about you, about your family. Then they will come to you and tell you that God told him everything about you, like your father's name, your forefathers' name, your nativity, all sorts of things. So they are using dishonest tactics to convert people. That is I'm aware of it, but this case is new for me.
But sir,
Okay.
I did this.
You did this, sir?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't understand. You did this when you were a Christian, you mean?
For
No,
conversion.
he was not Christian. He was working for them.
Oh, okay,
Working.
okay. So you were part of that gang.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Yes, see,
Palak,
the place where Maharudra comes from is a Christian majority area, so that is why.
Palak, not
Okay.
disclose the personal information. Okay, that is
Sure, sure.
very concerned about the privacy.
Okay, okay,
So it may be
fine.
harmful for him.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes.
as Christian bhai, sorry,
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
sorry for this thing because now it is 2 hours, and I think you also
Veerbhadra ji, Veerbhadra
Suraj
ji,
bhai.
I have only 2 points. 2 points. 2 points to say.
One
Can
point
you give me
में
two
अभी है.
points?
बालक एक मिनट यार देखो मेरे भाई एक बात सुनो हम भाई को फिर से बुला लेंगे ठीक है नो इशू वी विल डिस्कस मोर थिंग इन नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम नाउ
नहीं,
ट्राई
मुझे बस
टू
एक बात कहनी
अंडरस्टैंड
है, ज्यादा कुछ नहीं. आई जस्ट वांट टू वन सिंगल थिंग, इसके बाद मैं भी खुद लीव कर दूंगा स्ट्रीम.
फिर
लेकिन
डिस्कस कर
मुझे
लो
बस
भाई
जस्ट जस्ट मुझे एक एक जस्ट आई वांट टू से वन थिंग इन द प्रेज ऑफ आवर फ्रेंड दैट लाइक आई थिंक सूरज जी, वीरभद्र जी, आपने सबने वो पोस्ट देखी थी जो उस सोल्जर ऑफ डॉग ने डाली थी, दैट देयर इज अ पॉलिटिक्स चैनल नेम बाय द नेम ऑफ सोल्जर ऑफ गॉड, वी कॉल हिम सोल्जर ऑफ डॉग. सो
बालक
ही
बालक
मेड अ
बालक
पोस्ट.
बालक 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 डोंट डिस्कस अबाउट दैट थिंग जस्ट
Okay,
लीव
okay.
इट
But okay, just the thing, just the thing. So he just made a post that every Christian actually claims, every Christian apologist claims that the by showing off the news of conversions of non-Christians in India, they claim that that every head and knee shall bow down before the one true Lord. And here on live we have our very good friend who has converted to Christianity and have been a pastor for 20 years, and now himself understood the dishonesty and reverted back from Christianity. So बस ये एक बात होती है ना कि हाथी के साथ दिखाने को कुछ और, खाने को कुछ और. यहाँ खुद अपोस्टेसी का एवलांच आ रहा है और दूसरी तरफ कह रही ये दुनिया के सारे लोग क्रिश्चियन बन जाएंगे. ये एक बात कही थी, जस्ट इन द प्रेज ऑफ आवर वेरी गुड फ्रेंड.
ओके ओके, लास्ट में
Shrivadas
सूरज
ji,
अपना तुम 2 पॉइंट डिस्कस कर लो, उसके बाद वी विल
हाँ,
वाइंड अप द स्ट्रीम.
sir, only I want to ask only one question, that in you said that about, we discussed about the devil or demon part, at what the Bible says about the other gods. I found a reference from Bible that 1 Corinthians 10.19 to 22. It actually says that the other gods are demons. For them, other gods are demons. Why are you offering any type of sacrifices, or why are you offering any type of food? Why are you worshipping them? Because they are demons. Okay, I found one reference from it that actually the Bible says the other gods are demons. So I want to take one opinion from you on it.
He already told you, na, Suraj. He already told you that Bible says other gods are demons. So nothing to say about that. और जिसके बारे में
Yes,
सूरज
yes.
बात कर रहा है वो हमने पहले स्क्रीन पे लगा दिया. यू कैन सी ऑल द पीपल. इसमें क्या लिखा हुआ है, इसके नेक्स्ट का कमेंट आप लोग देख सकते हैं.
Yes, and one last thing I want to say to my sir, that actually when we talk about ex-Christians, or to Christians about the ex-Christians, they say that those who actually live Christianity, they are not any type of logical beings, or they say that they don't know even what is Christianity. They haven't once even read the Bible, and they claim that they are even not baptized properly to Christianity, or they haven't stayed a fixed period of time in Christian religion. So they say, when we say that there are amount of people, those who leave Christianity, they say that these people are totally false, because these people even don't know Christianity, and they haven't lived a specific period of time in Christianity. So I want to tell to them, and of course to sir, that we have only a pastor who have left Christianity for many reasons, and these are very illogical arguments which are given to by the Christian side or the defender, that see that there is no one who has left Christianity, who is exposing Christianity. This is one last point.
Okay. So the next question, why are you here, or you can listen to us?
I'm sorry, I just unmuted it. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So it is the it is not last and least, and we will continue again. But today,
Yeah,
now we have to finish up the stream. So thanks for
yeah.
joining this stream, and we will discuss again after some time about the Christianity and about some other logical fallacies, whatever Christianity defender are giving in their videos or in their streams. So once again,
From their
thank
side,
you, the ex-Christian. Once again, thank you, the ex-Christian. Why? And one more thing, whatever you claim the references, please send me in the mail so that I can just put it and pin in the comment after the stream.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. And thank you all for
Okay.
inviting me and being with me. And it's a
thank you,
good,
thank you.
I enjoyed the whole session. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू. सो स्ट्रीम के अंत में, जैसा कि मैं हर बार कहता हूं कि वृक्ष लगाइए, जल बचाइए, ताकि आने वाली पीढ़ी सुंदर पृथ्वी और बेहतर कल को पा सके, निर्मल जल को पा सके. धूम्रपान, शराब, गुटखा के सेवन से दूरी रखिए. दूध दही का उपभोग करिए. देसी गौ माता का पालन करिए. अपने व्यक्तित्व को ऐसा बनाइए कि महिलाएं आपके साथ सुरक्षित महसूस करें. बड़ों को सम्मान दीजिए, छोटों को प्रेम करिए. जय श्री राम, हर हर महादेव, जय हिंद, वंदे मातरम, शुभ रात्रि.
राम राम सभी को.